Welcome to SuperTalk, the podcast that scratches your superhero itch. Just two suburban dads nerding out over superhero stuff on the small screen and the big. Buckle up, people. Enjoy the ride. Professor, like a gentleman, as usual, are you ready?
As usual, I am.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
In 3.
Welcome to Super Talk, the weekly podcast dedicated to news and reviews of comic book media on the big and small screen. This is episode number 72. I'm your host, Brian Professor Pedersen. With me, as always, is my illustrious co-host, Titanium Tony Estrella, the fisherman. Titanium.
Congratulations. The professor hit a 71 in a tournament over the weekend. For you non-golfers, that is very good. So congratulations. What a weekend. Jesus, the weather couldn't have been better.
We finally got some really good weather this weekend. It
Memorial Day weekend.
Sunny, maybe a little hot today, but warm and sunny for sure. And shot the best round I've shot in a couple of years. So that was pretty outstanding. And then you went out fishing Saturday morning and caught a whopper.
Yeah, caught a ton of fish. We caught a bunch of... We ran the gamut. The only thing we didn't get was a snakehead, but we caught some bass. I caught a huge catfish. So did my buddy Mark. He caught a perch. I caught a carp.
I saw that.
And then we caught a bunch of bass. Nothing. The bass were nice size. Maybe 3 pounds was the biggest one. 4 pounds maybe. Nothing to write home about. The big ones were elusive, but the carp was huge. And the catfish were big and slimy, so it was a fun weekend.
Yeah, well, anytime you're out on the water is great.
Oh.
Anytime you're out on the water pulling fish in,
it's even better.
Even better, right? So absolutely. Well, let's get started this week. We'll call this like a Super Talk light episode. We got a light episode this week.
Yeah.
For lots of different reasons, and Titanium and I were talking about this before we started the show. We had a few things conflicting with, we'll say, comic book media this week. Number one, you had Disney came out and had a big event out in Hollywood called Star Wars Celebration, where they basically kind of announced to everybody everything that they're doing around the Star Wars world in the next 2 or 3 years. And This includes shows on Disney Plus and movie projects and all kinds of other stuff. And so they had a bunch of press out there for that event. And that's everything everybody's talking about at the moment is what was announced at Star Wars Celebration, including a bunch of new trailers and new projects that were announced. And then we had the premiere of the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus this week. And we had Top Gun Maverick come out in the theaters this week. And so it's like all the news and media is really focused in that direction. And while none of that is directly related to comic book media, and we won't talk about it too much, it does detract from some of the attention that the comic book media will get in we'll say the internet media, right?
Well, the comic book media, media has been absolutely on fire lately. So there's a bit of a lull, absolutely. But damn, that Top Gun was good. Yeah, that movie. The professor and I saw it Friday night. Had a quick bite to eat and a couple of drinks, and went to that with the ladies, and damn, it was good.
And as you and I were mentioning, it's hard to believe that movie's been delayed 2 years. It was supposed to come out summer of 2020. They released a trailer. The first trailer for that movie came out in the spring of 2020, right before COVID shut the country down, and it was one of the big launches for. I think it was Paramount that did it for the summer, and they basically just shelved it for 2 straight years, knowing that it was a decent movie, and they felt it was going to do very well, and they waited. Well, we just heard early box office returns from the weekend have already said that Top Gun Maverick set a new Memorial Day box office record, which is astounding.
Yeah.
And you said that it's Tom Cruise's biggest movie ever.
Biggest
opening ever for any of his movies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
59 years old.
Can you believe it?
I fucking can't believe that.
He looks.
I told somebody, I was like, I think he's 47 years old. Well, when he did this movie, he was what? 57.
Probably 55, 56, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
When it was supposed to come out, he was probably 57. So he's 55, 56. My God, he's 59 years old.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Yeah, he does. And the movie was surprisingly entertaining. I mean, I thought the big fear you and I had, and again, this tells movie companies, the less you give away in the promotional period, the better, because they did some good kind of tease, and a lot of the stuff they teased made us feel like, they're just going to be kind of doing a Top Gun 2, rehashing a lot of the things they had success with in the first movie and trying to play off of that. Well, they did some of it, but they did it very differently, and the plot was different, and the characters were different, and the story was different, and it was the special effects and cinematography were off the charts.
Off the charts, yeah, really good. Anyway,
good
movie.
Not comic book movie, but go see it. It's a good movie. So we want to thank the patrons. These are the listeners that bring the show to you. Patreon.com/SuperTalk if you'd like to join. $1 an episode helps the show out directly, helps us out. If you enjoy what we do, you like what we bring to the table every week, helps you get you through your drive to work or whatever it might be, go ahead and join the patrons. A way to show us some support. Patreon.com/SuperTalk. So reviews this week. No new media, no new content, no new shows, no new movies. But I did want to mention The Boys is premiering this Friday, and June 3rd is this Friday, the premiere of The Boys on Amazon Prime. That is what we will be talking about next weekend. So if you have not caught up on season 1 and 2 yet, go watch it. It's available on Amazon Prime. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee you. And season 3 will be a gangbuster, and we will be reviewing the crap out of it next weekend.
Yeah, don't miss the season opener, because the producer said it's the craziest they've ever filmed anything. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, should be great.
Yeah, me
awesome.
too. I mean, it's definitely one of those shows that you can't wait for it to come out, because it's going to be so just off the charts,
off
crazy.
The hook. Yeah, it'll be crazy.
Yeah. We did get a couple of news items this week, and we'll jump into those. We did get some set leaks from the Blue Beetle, and we got a first look of the new costume. I thought it looked great.
Okay, wait, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I sent it to you, and you were like, no? That was somebody else.
No, I said
I sent it to a few people.
Is Blue Beetle going to be the new season of the Titans? And you're like, ha, 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 right? And
I thought you were saying he looked like Nightwing.
No.
I thought it looked off the charts.
Yeah.
It was so comic book accurate.
Yeah, it was great.
It looked really good. That kid's a good-looking actor, too.
Smoke show?
I don't know how young he is. I can't say that. He could be too young to be a smoke show.
Yeah, really.
Oh, by the way, smoke show, Jennifer Connelly in Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
she looks amazing.
Paul Bettany's a lucky man.
She's a smoke show. Yeah. She looks so good.
Ever since she premiered in Hollywood, she's been a smoke show for 20 years or whatever it is, right? Yeah.
She was up front looking back on everybody in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, up front looking back. Anyway, Blue Beetle, awesome costume.
Yeah, really a great, I think a very, I've been in the comic books for sure, but not, I think that the coverage in the comic books it's been on several teams, it's been on Teen Titans and a bunch of other things in the past, where I think he came to really big prominence was on the Young Justice TV show that originally premiered on Netflix many years ago. Blue Beetle was a central character, especially in the first 2 seasons, and gained a lot of notoriety through that. Really complex and interesting character. I would definitely say
DC product, right?
Yeah, DC product, but like BC list character.
Yep.
But very complex, Hispanic American, young man.
Yep.
Who, an alien, artifact attaches itself to him and gives him this suit
of armor,
which happens to be sentient, and it's part of an alien race, and it's really cool, and the powers he has are very complex as well. I'm very interested to see where they're going with this show.
I hope they do it well. It looks
too.
like they're going to do it. I mean, they nailed the costume.
I'm just wondering, because the special effects has got to be really difficult to do for that suit. So we'll see. But hey, they pulled it off with Iron Man, so who knows, right? Yeah, but
absolutely,
really cool. I'm looking forward to it. And again, this is kind of maybe an early indicator of some of the things that DC might be doing well. And they've had some massive bombs in TV. up until this point, some of the projects they've had on their DC streaming service / HBO Max now have had mixed reviews. You and I have had mixed reviews about Titans. We both like the show very much, but there's been some up and downs in those seasons. Doom Patrol is definitely a niche show that they had. That has kind of gone in weird places in the past. I've watched most of those seasons. But yeah, I think this will be a good project for them. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
You got an announcement from The Rock this week as well, right?
He put out on Instagram that he has announced when the trailer will be released. June 8th. So apparently we're going to get the Black Adam trailer on June 8th. Isn't that the same day that Ms. Marvel drops?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. On purpose?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But I do think, look, that movie was originally scheduled to be released in July.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to get Black Adam in July. We remember a few months ago, DC came out and formally pushed back all of their projects with the exception of one. They pulled Shazam! Fury of the Gods up, but they
just
pushed,
a week.
Yeah, they pushed everything else back. And Black Adam was one of the projects that got pushed out of the summer into the fall. Yeah. But look, we're looking forward to this movie. As we've mentioned in the past, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a Class A superstar in Hollywood. He's a box office draw for sure. He's put his heart and soul into this character, and I have full faith that he's going to do the character justice. And yeah, the trailer's got to be off the charts. So
I hope so. There's a lot of pressure on this movie. Yeah. I mean, I look at Black Adam to save the DCEU.
He could.
Yeah.
They got a lot of work to do, though.
They sure do.
And
there's no cohesion. There's no clear path or direction. It's so maybe The Rock is what they need.
And unfortunately, until they hire that new head of product development or marketing or the Kevin Feige of the DC universe, which they've openly said they're recruiting for somebody to do that. Until they do, all we're going to be hearing is a lot of rumors and things that aren't really solid. There's been rumors around like Michael B. Jordan's going to play the new version of Superman and all kinds of other things that are coming. There's just no central voice behind the projects right now, and I think that's really hurting them. But we had the whole fiasco with Amber Heard and Aquaman, and we had Ezra Miller potentially being forced out of his project. I mean, there's been so much rumor and crap going around. You need to have somebody that takes charge and really sets that direction and really just owns it going forward and is confident in what they're doing. So
you just can't sleep on those rich characters and those really iconic characters, the superheroes that they have. It's a shame, and it's almost criminal that Superman has been shelved for this long. I mean, that's crazy.
But especially considering how well Henry Cavill did with the character. I mean, had he come out and done a just horrible job and made a bad movie, then you're like, okay, we got to recast the character. But Man of Steel was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't fault him for anything he did in the Justice League movies or Batman versus Superman. I mean, he was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
He
was great.
I don't get it. He's obviously moved on. He's doing many other new projects.
Sure, yeah.
He's staying busy. He's working. So until or unless they sign him on to another big deal, I mean, who knows what the future of that character is. But
it's a shame. But hopefully they get their shit together.
As a matter of fact, one of the guys that we had tapped as a potential, said that could be qualified to lead the DCEU, Kevin Smith, came out and he was on a podcast and they basically asked him, say, look, if you became that person, what would you do? He said, first thing I would do, relaunch Superman. I mean, I would have Superman be the focal point of anything I was doing going forward. He says there's so many villains, so many stories, so many characters you can draw from. You make a signature movie with your most popular and best character, and then you start from there. He said that's the first thing I would do.
Sure.
And it would be the first thing I would announce.
Yeah.
Awesome. So anyway, that's that. Oh, and speaking of, you want to say something else about that?
And that's coming from a huge nerd who's entrenched in fandom and the comic books themselves.
Oh, and invested emotionally and historically, he's been invested in that media. So and we'll see where they're going with that. I did want to mention what you mentioned earlier, Ms. Marvel, premiering next week. a week from Wednesday. The early reviews on that show, I'll say, are mixed, and I'm saying that politely. You said you were able to find some good reviews out there on the internet, but the media, not SuperTalk. So when we say the media, that's everybody that covers this stuff except us, right? So the media was given early access to the first 2 episodes of the Ms. Marvel series, and every time this happens, they have an embargo where they're not allowed to talk about it. Then they lift the embargo and let them talk about it at a certain point in time, but they can't give away any spoilers. And they've done this with almost everything that's come out before, movies and television shows. I
remember when they did it with Moon Knight. They actually let them see the first 4 episodes of Moon Knight.
Right. So every time that's happened, there's some real excitement about not only what they saw, even though they couldn't give any details, but there was also excitement about what was coming after what they saw. They're like, oh, I can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. After, with this one, the reviews were kind of like, I'm not really sure. Number one, this is the one comment I heard was, this is the most un-Marvel thing I've ever seen from Marvel, which means they've really diverted and detached from their main audience. And they were also saying, I'm not really sure where the show's going after the 2 episodes I saw.
Oh, wow.
And I don't really know if I care. So you and I have been open about this. We're not really sure, number one, if we're excited about that show. We'll review it, but we're not sure if we're excited about it. And number 2, I don't think we're the target audience.
It's funny you say that, because I've reached out, and my youngest daughter, Gabby, who's in high school, I reached out to her and a bunch of her friends, and I said, guys, when this launches, let me know what you think about it. Are you guys into it? I mean, and they're fans of the show, and they love Marvel movies and DC movies, and they're really looking forward to Aquaman and Black Adam, but I don't know if I can really give a good review of it, because from what I heard, some of the reviews were mixed, and some of them had compared it to, well, they're trying to build this character like they did Spider-Man in Homecoming, a high school kind of, coming of age type of movie. So we'll see. I've said it from the very beginning. I'm not excited about this. We're going to watch it. We will review it. We will get into it. And I hope it surprises me. But I'm not that excited because, like you said, Professor, I don't think we're the target audience.
I think they're going after a new audience. They're trying to capture, young teenagers, that are fans of Marvel but really felt that movies and television shows have never really been targeted to them. And now they're trying to find a show that is targeted towards them. Kind of a Disney production for the Marvel fans, if you were thinking about something like that. Which could be true. You mentioned that it had been compared to something like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which was kind of out there, but it was definitely made for the younger audience.
That was a great movie, though. I enjoyed it.
It was very fun.
It was awesome.
Yeah, very fun. But
with the speak bubbles and the cartoon overlays into the show, I think they're going to do a lot of that. So we'll see.
But here's the thing we know. We know they changed her backstory tremendously for this show. We know we changed how she got her powers tremendously from this show. They changed what her powers are tremendously for this show. So they're diverting or deviating from the comic books, and whether that's because of special effects or because of where they want to go with the character or some of the future they have for this. Look, we know that this character is supposed to be in the movie The Marvels coming out next year.
Yeah.
That's one of the projects that was pushed.
Right.
So it flopped spots on the schedule with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I mentioned to you last week, do we think there's any possibility that the reason why it was pushed so far is because they're waiting to see how well accepted this series is and how well accepted this character is to determine how much of this character they're going to feature in that movie?
Yeah. I agree with you. That's a very real possibility. Yep.
Yeah. So, again, we're withholding judgment until we do see the first one. But, again, I think we'll find it slightly entertaining and maybe a diversion and something to talk about. But I'm not sure it's something that we're going to be going
I'm not as excited
crazy
as I was about Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. Moon Knight was so good.
Yeah, and by the way, that was another thing that came out this past week. They did the Marvel Studios Assembled special on Disney Plus, which is They do usually 2 weeks after the series completes on Disney Plus. They release their assembled series, which is really the behind-the-scenes making of the television show. Just spectacular, talking about how they recruited the actors and how they found the right people to play the roles and the directors that were responsible and their vision for the character and the freedom that Marvel gave them.
Yeah.
It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I assembled, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Yeah,
it was the Moon Knight Assembled. Awesome.
All right, well, let's jump into our topic of the week this week. And I'll say several episodes ago, we had a down week, and we're like, hey, let's break out these Marvel Studio MCU trivia questions. And you and I had so much fun at trivia.
We did.
A couple weeks ago.
So much fun.
Then I was like, you know what? Let's break these cards back out. So we'll shuffle some of these here. And,
all right.
And I was like, let's test our knowledge. We'll play a little game here and see where we are. And again, all these cards are pre-pandemic. So there's no... maybe there is some Shang-Chi. I can't remember if there's some Shang-Chi and stuff in here. Maybe there is. Black Widow. I can't remember.
Huh.
But anyway, we'll test our knowledge here. So why don't you just... Here, we'll just deal them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, take these 5. All right, so we'll just take turns. And I figure here's what we'll do. And since you have a pen over there, I'll let you keep score.
Okay.
We'll take turns. We'll ask the 5 questions on. I believe each card has 5 questions.
Okay.
We'll ask the other person the 5 questions, and for every correct answer, you get a point. You get a bonus point if you get all 5 correct. Okay, so if you get the entire card correct, you'll get a bonus point.
Okay.
And then we'll see first to 25.
Okay.
All right. So,
sounds good.
Would you like to ask first or answer first?
I'll ask first.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
What's the movie?
Captain America Winter Soldier.
My favorite.
In what type of establishment is the Captain America exhibition? I'm sorry.
It's in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. Yeah.
Which is a...
museum.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. So I will mark you down. Card 1, 1 point. All right. Same movie, right? Or do you want me to switch them up?
Keep going.
Okay. What is the name of Steve Rogers' neighbor who is an undercover SHIELD agent? That one's tough.
Sharon Carter.
I will accept Sharon Carter. Kate, Agent 13, Sharon Carter.
Yes.
Very good.
The nurse that lives next door that he should ask out.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
Absolute smoke show. God, my eyes are getting so bad, Professor. According to Captain America Museum's exhibition, who was the only member of the Howling Commandos to sacrifice himself for his country?
Bucky Barnes. James Buchanan Barnes.
Yeah, that is correct. In which state is the old army camp where Steve Rogers trained?
New Jersey.
That is correct. You're killing it. Who saves Captain America from drowning in the Potomac River?
Bucky Barnes, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier.
That is correct. You got all 5 correct, Professor.
Outstanding. Again, I just watched that movie again.
Did you?
After our trivia, I just literally like a week ago, I was like, man, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Because we were talking that trivia about the elevator scene and how good it was. I'm like, that's one of the best scenes in any Marvel movie, is that elevator scene when...
Close fighting, the camera angles. Oh. It technically, it's brilliant. But to film that kind of fight in an elevator and capture it the way they did, very good.
Before we get started, does anybody want to get out?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's just one of the best scenes ever.
I'll tell you what was one of probably even better than that. It's probably the best superhero scenes ever, for me at least, was the Batman car chase with the Penguin.
Oh, when that car started up and started howling, you were like...
I've watched that scene 13, 14 times. Just rewind and watched it over and over. The camera angles, the tension, the music, Anyway, I digress.
All right, here we go. Titanium's first card is Avengers Infinity War.
Infinity War, okay.
Who runs into Thor in space after the Thanos attack?
I have no idea. No. Who runs into Thor in space after the Thanos attack? The Guardians of the Galaxy.
That is correct. Wipers! Get it off! Get it off!
The windshield.
Which two of the Guardians of the Galaxy accompany Thor to Nidavellir?
Rocket and Groot.
That is correct.
Excellent.
What nickname does Thor give Rocket?
Rabbit.
That is correct. What forms the handle of the Stormbreaker axe?
Groot creates the handle.
That is correct. Groot's arm, officially, but yeah, that is correct. Out of the 14,605,000 possible future outcomes that Doctor Strange sees for the battle with Thanos, how many do the Avengers and Guardians win?
Just one.
One. That is correct. All right, all correct for Titanium. It's a tie game, 6-6 tie.
All right. Sorry. The Marvels. Captain Marvel is the next movie.
Okay. I'll do my best. I've only watched it a couple times.
Yeah. What was Maria Rambo's U.S. Air Force call sign?
Photon.
That is correct. Oh. What was Maria Rambo's U.S. Air Force rank?
She was a captain.
The tension is building, but you are correct.
Yes.
All right. What relation is Monica Rambo to Maria Rambo?
She's her daughter.
Jesus. That is... Okay. Maria Rambo was the last person to see which of Carol Danvers' allies?
Last to see which of Carol Danvers' allies.
Maria Rambo was the last person to see which of Carol Danvers' allies?
Gosh, I don't know who they're referring to.
So ally Carol Danvers is somebody who was on her side, or she was helping. Who was the last person? Maria Rambo was the last person to see this person.
Marvel, which
Correct.
yeah, Marvel. Yeah, what's her name? Yeah,
Wendy Lawson.
yeah.
What nickname does Captain Marvel give Monica Rambo?
I know this. What does she tell her?
I don't know. This was tougher. I would have known this.
What does she call her?
So
Don't give me hints.
I'm not.
I'm gonna think about it.
I'm going to just read the question again.
Peanut.
What nickname does Captain Marvel give Monica Rambo?
Yeah, the daughter. I have no idea.
Lieutenant Trouble.
That's it. Dank on it. Should have known that. All right.
I wouldn't have known that.
4 out of 5. Should have known that one. All right. Titanium. Thor: The Dark World.
Oh,
Your favorite.
Jesus. Probably the least movie. I've watched it maybe once.
Okay, we're going to start off with a doozy.
Oh, shit.
What is the name of Jane Foster's date in London?
Oh, my God. What is the name of Jane Foster's date?
Remember at the beginning of the movie,
Yes.
she's on a date in a restaurant that's overlooking
She actually calls
London.
him when she's in the underworld or
Right.
whatever. Larry? No idea.
The cable guy. Richard is his name.
Richard.
What is the Asgardian name for what Jane Foster refers to as a quantum field generator?
What is the Asgardian name for what?
No, what is the Asgardian name for what Jane Foster refers to as a quantum field generator? If you remember, she's on a table.
The Bifrost?
No, she's on a table, and they're using this thing to kind of like see into her, using these like little red. They could kind of like see her body, and like it was.
They see the ether in her.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Soul Forge.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
What is the name of Darcy's intern?
Oh my God. Darcy's intern. Jeez, that movie's so old. I think I have it ranked like
second to last,
second
or third to last.
Yeah. Stewart.
Ian.
God, I'm bombing.
At which English landmark is Dr. Selvig filmed running around?
Stonehenge.
Okay, very good. In which English city is Jane Foster reunited with Thor?
London.
That is correct. All right, pulled out a couple of pops there.
Yeah, that was
very
awful.
difficult. That was not only was it difficult, but the most obscure questions about the movie ever.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. Card number 3. Captain American Civil War. What was... who asked Hawkeye if they are still friends during a battle in the airport? Jeez, these are fucking layup softballs.
I'm going to say Black Widow.
And you would say the correct answer, sir. Oh my God. What is Black Panther's bulletproof suit made of? Stop teasing.
Vibranium.
That is correct. What is the Nigerian city in which the attack that leads to the drafting of the Sokovia Accords?
Oh, that was in...
This is a little tougher.
No, I should know it, though, because it's when they're sitting at the table and he's talking about... Okay. Lagos?
Yes, correct.
Boom!
Let's see. Which 3 Avengers are the first to sign the Sokovia Accords? This one's tough.
Iron Man, War Machine, Vision.
God damn it, that's correct. Name 3 of the 5 people that Tony Stark takes with him to apprehend Winter Soldier at the German airport.
Oh, well, okay. 2 of them I just named. War Machine, Vision, Black Widow, Spider-Man.
That's all of them.
Okay.
There you got it.
Right.
Very good, Professor.
All right, clean sweep there. All right, this is one I think you watched recently in preparation for another movie. We'll see. Doctor Strange.
Oh.
What type of surgery does Doctor Strange specialize in before his accident?
What type of surgery does he specialize in? Spine surgery.
It's not the name of the surgery,
Oh.
but it's related.
What type of surgery does Doctor Strange...
What type of surgery do you do if you operate on both the spine and the brain? You're...
Neurologist.
Right, so he's a...
Neurologist.
Neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon, huh?
All right, we'll give it to you.
It was awful.
What object helps Doctor Strange restrain Cassilius in the New York City Sanctum?
Oh, jeez. I don't know the name of it.
What type of object is it?
Oh, it's some kind of harness.
No, that's not what they're looking for.
It's that weird kind of harness thing that kind of...
I know what you're talking about. But that is not the right answer. It's the cloak of levitation.
Oh!
It helps restrain him. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Not what they were looking for.
Wow.
But I knew what you were talking about exactly.
Yeah.
That thing was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
Covered his mouth.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's the cloak was like telling him, use this,
yeah,
you idiot.
Pointing at it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the temple at which Doctor Strange trains?
Carmitage.
That's correct. From whom is the inscription that is written on the back of Doctor Strange's watch?
Oh, it's from, oh, you're kidding me. Her name just flew out of my brain. I love you in every universe.
Think back to the What If episodes.
Yeah, I know.
When he became Strange Supreme and she kept dying.
She's
and
the
what
nurse.
does he keep yelling every time that she dies?
She's the nurse that he's in love with. Her name just escapes me right now. It's awful.
You're so good with names, though, so you got.
Am I? Let's see.
It's the name of a haunted car in a Stephen King movie.
No, Christine. Christine. That's what he keeps yelling.
Right. What's her last name?
Christine. I have no idea.
Palmer, but
Oh,
Christine Palmer.
God damn, I should know that.
Yeah, I think they're just looking for. Yeah. All right. On which mountain does the Ancient One abandon Doctor Strange to help him surrender to his powers?
Everest.
That is correct. Those were a couple hard ones. They were not easy.
Speaking of hard ones, Thor: The Dark World.
All right, let's see how we go here.
Oh shit. Layup. Who is the leader of the Dark Elves?
Oh God, if I can remember his name. Leader of the Dark Elves. I can't remember his name. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember his name. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I know. It's so old.
Yeah.
Malakin.
Yep. Now that you say it, I remember it. But yeah.
These are hard.
Yep.
What card is this? 4?
That's 4.
What is the name of the ancient destructive force that Malakin plans to unleash?
The Ether.
That is correct. Who was Odin's father who defeated Malakin in the battle?
Bor.
Who?
Bor?
Uh-huh.
Bor the something?
King Bor.
King Bor. Oh, well,
I'll give it to you.
Sorry.
In which part of London does Malakin plan to unleash the power of the ether?
That is which part of London? I think that's in. What's it? Trafalgar Square. I don't know.
Greenwich.
Greenwich Village. Yeah. Greenwich, London.
What is the name of the lieutenant that Malakin transforms into the Cursed?
Oh, I mean, I know who plays him, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of, it's like a weird spelling to a name too. It's like it
is.
Cath or something like that. I don't know idea. What is it?
Algrim.
Algrim. Yeah.
That movie killed both of us.
Yeah. Destroyed us.
Killed both of us.
Got to go back and see that movie again.
No thanks. I'll pass.
All right. On to a better movie. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
What is the name of the SHIELD headquarters in Washington, D.C.?
The name of the SHIELD headquarters in Washington, D.C.
The big building
Yeah.
that overlooks the Potomac River there.
That had a name?
Yeah.
It had a name. The SHIELD headquarters in Washington. Shield headquarters. I don't know.
The Triskelion.
I would have never gotten that.
Okay. What is the Lemurian star?
The Lemurian Star. Captain America, Winter Soldier. The Lemurian Star. Wow, and I just saw this movie. The Lemurian Star. Oh, it was the name of the ship that they was taken under hostage.
Right.
Yeah.
The cargo ship.
The cargo.
That is a shield ship officially, but yes, the ship. Good one. Good pull. Way to pull that out.
Woo.
Whose apartment is Nick Fury in when he is attacked by the Winter Soldier?
Steve Rogers.
That is correct. Or Captain America. Either one is acceptable. What item does Nick Fury give to Steve Rogers shortly before being injured by the Winter Soldier?
A thumb drive.
Yes. Yeah. Hard drive. Something. What is the goal of Hydra's takeover of Project Insight?
To eliminate future threats.
That is correct. To remove anyone who is a threat to Hydra.
How crazy was that?
I know. Pretty scary.
Good movie. All right, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
All right.
What name is given to the army of drones controlled by Tony Stark's AI Jarvis?
Ultron bots? Ultron bots? Were they
No. You're gonna kick yourself.
the army of drones? I mean, they're the Iron Legion.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what they were called by Tony before Ultron took them over. Okay, that's why I wondered if they got
The AI Jarvis
Yeah.
called them. Yeah. Okay. What object stolen by Hydra in the Avengers? What object stolen by Hydra are the Avengers trying to recover?
Loki's staff.
Yes. Whose help do the Avengers require when they declare a situation to be a code green?
Bruce Banner, a.k.a. the Hulk.
I don't know why I flipped it over to look. I know exactly. What does Black Widow say to calm the Hulk down? Oh boy.
Sun's getting very low. Sun's getting low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, big guy. Sun's getting really low. Who names?
And by the way, so funny when Thor tries to do that to him in Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
And they're in hey buddy, sun's getting really low. He just
Grabs him and destroys him.
picks him up and slams him on the ground.
And Loki goes, yes, that's how it feels. Who names his son after Pietro Maximoff in honor of his sacrifice?
Who names his son after Pietro Mac Maximoff? That's a good question. I don't know if I know that answer. Well, who had a son? I'm going to say Hawkeye.
You would be correct.
Okay. I was like, I don't know too many other people in that movie that had children.
That's correct.
Yeah. All right. So this is your last one here. All right. Captain Marvel.
Oh! Another fan favorite. Damn it.
What kind of creature that resembles a cat is Goose?
Florgan.
Oh, man, you're so close.
Florkin?
I'm going to give it to you. It's a flurkin.
Flurkin. Oh.
Yeah, very, very close. Very flurkin.
You better give that to me. I was fucking right on it.
Very close.
Not even close.
Who takes care of Goose when Captain Marvel leaves Earth to defend the galaxy?
Nick Fury.
That's correct. What does Goose swallow in Marvel's laboratory?
Oh my god. The Tesseract.
That's correct. What piece of technology does the Tesseract provide power for?
Some kind of engine. World engine? Power engine?
World engine.
World engine.
Now it had Man of Steel, yeah.
kind of engine?
But it's a specific kind of engine. Like, what would you need that much power for?
To go like beyond light speed.
There you go. Light speed engine. Very good. Which of the 6 Infinity Stones is contained inside the Tesseract?
The Space Stone.
That is correct.
Oh wow!
All right, so let's add them up and let's see
shocking.
where we stand. And if anybody, I don't think anybody's at 25, but we're going to be close.
You can add them up. I'm bad at math.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you forgot the bonus points, so 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. All right.
You're the first one, obviously.
6.
I'm the one that got all wrong. Yeah, and so he's counting up the scores.
24 for me.
Yep, 24.
Okay.
So you missed one?
No,
I
I got 3 bonus points, so that's missed more than one for sure. 6.
It's going to come down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to come down to the wire.
21 for titanium.
It's fun.
All right,
It's a good time.
so we'll wait a minute. We're not done.
Oh,
So I'm gonna let you choose a card at random,
all right. I'm choosing a card at random.
and then I'll choose a card at random. And we
Okay.
got one more card, and we'll see where we finish after this card. So I'm gonna read first this time, give you a chance to take the lead.
All right, here we go.
Your favorite movie, Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, yeah, I like that movie.
All right.
Doesn't mean I know the answers, but I like that movie.
Odin tells Thor that Asgard is not a place, but a what? It's not a place, but
It's not Asgard is not a place, huh?
you should know this. Come on, Titanium.
It's a home.
Asgard's not a place.
Not a place. It's I don't know.
You're gonna kick yourself.
I know. Wait, hold on. It's not a place. It's an idea. It's he doesn't. I don't know. What is it?
It's a people.
Ah,
You're gonna kick yourself.
damn.
Who steals a sword that acts as the key to the Bifrost?
Oh, I'm not gonna know his name. I can't remember his name. The guy with the yellow eyes, Isra Isaacs.
Right. What's his name? Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. And he says it. I'm not gonna remember it.
Heimdall.
Heimdall. Yeah. Dang it. Sees everything.
Where do Thor and Loki go when they are flown off the Bifrost Bridge by Hela?
Thrown off the Bifrost Bridge.
She gets released after Odin dies, and they go back. They ask Heimdall to bring them back to Asgard.
Oh, Sikaria? No, the planet?
Where do they go?
That planet, the battle planet.
Right, which is
It's not Sikaria?
it's close to that.
Alright, okay.
Sakaar.
Sakaar. Oh, it was pretty close.
I'll give it to you since your answer contained the answer. I'll give that to you. Who informs Thor of Odin's location on Earth?
Doctor Strange.
That is correct.
Jeez, for one of my favorite movies, I know shit.
Who is Loki disguised as when Thor returns to Asgard with Surtur's crown?
Odin.
That is correct. All right.
All right, here we go. This is a good movie. You'll like this one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Well, that might be a weak one for me, so we'll see. Waterloo.
Let's see.
Meredith.
Meredith, yeah. God, that'd be fucked up if that was one of them. Who uses a safety line and spacesuit to fly off the... I can't say this. Sauvenier's craft while being towed in space. You know this.
Drax.
Yes, that is correct. What personal item of Peter Quill's does Ego destroy?
personal. Oh, his Walkman.
Yeah, he fucking loses it, remember?
Yeah.
His cassette player. What object did Peter Quill once hold and led to Ego tracking him down?
What item did he once hold that led Ego to tracking him down? What item did he hold?
Ego heard something and realized that could be his son. What item did he hold that led to Ego tracking him down?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I will once you say it, but I mean, I don't remember.
An Infinity Stone.
Oh, what did he hold? Got it. Now I understand.
Who sacrificed himself to save Peter Quill during the escape from Ego?
Yondu.
That is correct. What type of energy does Ego show Peter Quill how to access?
His celestial energy.
That is correct.
All right. So final tally is the Professor with 28, Titanium with 24. A very close, well-fought match. I think I got the better of the draw there, without question. For Titanium to be handed 2 Thor Ragnarok cards in one game is pretty unlikely and probably good for me. So I think that was your downfall for sure.
Hey, Professor, let's ring the bell.
All right, well, that's it for us this week. We'll be back next week for more Super Talk. Get in touch with us on social media. Hit us up via email, supertalkpodcast@outlook.com or @supertalkpod on Twitter. Until then, stay super, everyone. And we're out! That was fun.